Hey guys, Rickshaw here in the little rickshaws, going for a walk. I had a video I put up earlier and I guess they took it down. I didn't get any notifications or anything like that, but that's the way it goes, I guess. But I was talking about the storm that we had yesterday that we drove through. I was just in amazement how much rain came down so fast. We saw that we were running into the clouds, and when we hit it, I mean, it was one of those kind of rains, just slowed everything down. One good thing, people were being safe. Nobody was trying to go crazy. One car did some crazy stuff and crashed, hit some standing water. The roads here don't, they don't drain. You got to be real careful of that when you're driving on the highway. We were actually cruising down the road at about 30 kilometers per hour. Most everybody had their flashers on and staying in their lane, not trying to do anything crazy and just cruising. And we had a dang Ford Mustang, new one, pass us, and I'm thinking, oh brother, this is going to be really stupid. And sure enough, up ahead, we wound up slowing down to almost nothing. Traffic jam big time, and it had hit some standing water and lost control, went into the medium. Glad it didn't flip over. It was just amazing. Last time I was in a storm like that was way back in the early 90s. I drove my dad up to Michigan to see his sister, and I had a really nice truck. I had it was a 91 Chevy Silverado, had a 305, which I put a Vortex supercharger on, 4-wheel drive, and great truck. And we were sitting at a light when this big cloud came over and just dumped so much rain you couldn't hardly see the red light. Just barely could catch a glimpse of it, and it filled the bed up. The truck just felt funny. When I took off, looked back, it was full. And that was a super hard rain, but that's pretty much what we got yesterday. It was an incredible downpour we had, and I'm glad we got home safe. It was a heck of a ride, that's for sure. But it's a beautiful day here. It's pretty kind of breezy right now. The sun feels really hot. There's the fellas working. Good morning. Moo! Somebody's talking to you over there. Say good morning. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead and keep walking. But, yeah, it's a pretty fantastic day. I'm going to go to the S&M. I would have liked to got a video at the S&M, because this one up here, they got a lot of stuff in it. A lot of things you can buy. We were at S&R yesterday and got some things there that we can't get anywhere else. And today I'm going to go to the S&M market. But when I was in there last time and I took my camera out and was videoing, that somebody came up to me and said, "You can't video in here." And I'm like, that seemed quite odd to me. I had videoed in Walter Mart one time before, and when I went in the store, they also stopped me. I guess S&M's got a policy, no videos in their store, and I actually just wanted to showcase it because it's a nice store, but I guess they don't want me to show what they got. This is usually where we buy all our meats. They got pretty good meats down there, and just love the store. They also have a Robinson's over here, and it's a pretty good store. Not as much stuff as the S&M, but nice store. I hear the painter's in there spraying today. Here's Pump. Good morning. Yeah, he's got his compressor going. I guess that's for the paint sprayer. But that's going to be my thing today. Get the grocery shopping done. Yeah, just go ahead and turn right up here. But that's when we get to shopping, I like to fill the freezer up. I'm also going to buy that little hutch thing. They have it at S&M. There's different places that have it. One place said, "Okay, we can get it to you for it was a lot less," but then they had shipping on it. They wanted this huge amount of shipping, which made it basically the same price. So, and I said, "Well, I'll come down and just pick it up for that lower price." And they were like, no. so they didn't really have that low of a price. So we're just going to go to the S&M. We saw it there. I want to get that inside fixed up. I'd like to get the cabinet outside also and get it fixed up. But we're working on the place. It's going to be a slow process. We ordered the things for the air conditioners. Those will be along here pretty soon. Hope it all works out. But the kids, they like to do their walks. Maddie's on Momo's bike today. We got to put a little oil on that chain. Just a day or so of rain and everything just rusts up around here. So, but I am just amazed at what a magnificent day. But
can we go stay over there? But
yeah, you can go ahead over there. But the mall's here 10 o'clock. They don't open at 9 or 8 or anything. They're open at 10 o'clock. And you got to do your mask and your face shield. That's just it's a mandatory thing. I don't fight it here. You're just going to be beating your head up against a rock if you try to, and it's just going to give you a hard time. I've seen some people do it, and they get away with it for a while, but one of these times somebody's going to nail them bad. So I don't fuss with it. Around here I don't, but around home, but because most people here, all the workers and the people around aren't. But you look at the security guards out front, they've always got one on. That's part of their job duty. No face shield, but at least a mask. But you go out in town here, it's less than 50% are wearing them, or they got them down. You even see the traffic cops with them pulled down around their neck. That's a tough job. I still think that's a real tough job. Is it locked up, Maddie? Is it locked? No. Why, you gonna go in there? I'll just go by the door. I'm making a video. The kids call this the haunted house. They're probably going to tear it down, and it's actually kind of big inside. It's a shame they're gonna rip it out of here, but the lot's sold. Hope they don't undermine that and knock the pole down when they do that. You notice here in the Philippines, almost all the telephone poles are concrete because of the termites and all the bad stuff. Yeah. Just for a little bit. I'm almost done with the video. But this was not too long ago. This was all chopped up. One thing here in the Philippines that things grow. I said this in a video before. I did a video on the hurricane. Okay, and let's go this way. And I did a video on the hurricane, talked about that. And I do remember we had a place that we would walk when we would walk to the market, and we'd take the kids. I had a big stroller for them, and we'd go through there. And when that hurricane came through, it was just amazing how the devastation. It was blowing the sheet tin off the roofs, and just trees were down everywhere. It was a real storm, and it came right over us. We were in the eye about 10:30 in the morning. But we went out the next day. People were cleaning up. The mango trees really took a hit. There was a banana field. We called it the jungle, and it was just nubbed right down to the ground. And I thought, boy, this is going to take forever to heal this. And it was only a few months later. You'd have never known it happened. It just healed real quickly. That's kind of like how the Filipinos are. They're very resilient. And this land, it healed quick, even though there was just such a terrible storm. I think some people even got killed in that one. We were in it was a safe room in our house, and we were just sitting there with a candle because we lost our power, and it was really something. It was I was through hurricanes in Florida. I went down there before I moved to California, and I was down there, and there was 4 of them, one right on top of each other. Get over, just wait, Maddie, and get way over. And I was just, those hurricanes just, to me, didn't seem as bad as the one we had here. But that was 4 in a row. I think that was 93 or 94. I can't remember the year. And it was pretty bad. I had a job down there. Was supposed to start working, and then by the time I got back home, that's it. I'm not going to go live through that. But Came here. We just been through one. I know there was that real bad one in Tacloban. That was a horror one. You get some serious weather. I always laugh at Forrest Gump movie when he says the rain even comes up from underneath, and he's talking about the rain. But you get that here, guys. Most folks in the States, especially in the northern states, you'll never run into rains like they get here. It just is absolutely amazing. Now we had that hard one yesterday. Yeah, go ahead. And it was really something. I mean, actually when you're standing in the rain like that. I was in the rain where it was raining so hard, it's hard to breathe. You got to put your hand or wear a hat or something just to keep that rain. I think that's why you see a lot of these countries really got the little, I guess like a Chinese hat or something that they'll put on their head. That's just so when it rains real hard, you can breathe. And we saw a lot of people out on motorbikes in that storm yesterday, riding. I was saying, man, they're really getting soaked. Even when we got in town, it was still raining pretty hard. Just once we got in the main section, it quit, but closer to the highway. And there were so many like husbands and wives. They had their bundles on there, and they were riding in it. They were riding through that storm, and it just amazes me. But me, I was always one. If it was stingy rain, I'd pull under a bridge. That's why I always like to have a face shield and wax them up. I had said that in the video about the wax here when you got during this rainy season. It's a good idea. Get some new finish and wax your windshield, wax your headlights. I do that a couple times a year to the car. If we get a really bad rain where I also have to use the wipers too, I'll wax it again. Like I'm going to wax the windows later today after my shopping's done. And new finish, I think, is one of the best waxes. They got all kinds of new wax, but I don't buy that anything's any better than that. They've been making that stuff since I was driving. And I remember the old commercials, 50 car washes, and it's still beating up. Good stuff. I tried some new waxes. I had some friends give me some of these polymer waxes and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I tried it. But for what it costs and the only difference I saw, it wore off quicker. That's the only difference I saw with a lot of these new waxes. But some of them may be good. I haven't tried them all, but I'm kind of one of them old fuddy-duddies. When I got something that works, I'm not changing. I'm going to just keep going by the new finish. You can get it here in most of the stores, auto parts stores. In the malls will have it. I got mine last time from Handyman. It may have been old when you got to shake the stuff up, but it's good stuff. I was telling my wife yesterday I needed a car wash, but that got taken care of by that rain. So, but I'm gonna let you go. Just a short walk. A little bit. It's getting a little sweaty. We had those dang little bugs that lose their wings. We got up this morning. You couldn't hardly see the concrete for as many, and we had the windows closed and the screen was completely covered. I should have got the camera and took a picture, but we didn't want to mess with the door. They were coming in under the bottom. I got to get a sweep for there. Say, yes, I know. Last one home's a rotten egg. Well, I'm gonna let you go. There you go. Say it again. What was that?